talking.
You know, Richard, I just think that Twitch-a-thon should be you and me, Northern the Monkey and Richard Herring, looking sideways at the news. I think it would be great. I'm not sure, I don't think you've really resonated with the public in the way that some of the other present. Richard, you and I are the only serious people in the show, and people love monkeys. They love their cheeky antics. They love their music. What, the monkey? You think the monkeys were monkeys? Yes. And, we're just good guys. Anyone who thinks different, that's just ignorance. Well, I'm not sure about you. I feel like we've got enough potentially dodgy characters. I'm not dodgy, Richard. I'm just a normal, nice guy. And I think, just give it some thought. Just think about it. If it was you and a monkey, it worked the DJ and the there. They work for what? DJ and the there. VJ and the there. No, DJ and the there. It worked for them, didn't it, Richard? Do you mean BJ and the Bear? Yeah, it worked for them. I don't know if it worked particularly well. I think Greg Evigan's best known for My Two Dads, really, rather than BJ and the Bear. He was great in everything, Richard. That was a great thing about him. That Every Which Way But Loose, that was good. Some other shows that had Friends when the monkey was in it. I don't think people like the monkey. Well, I'm saying giving it some thought. Richard, you're on air. What, Terry? You're on air. You're on air now. I know you think you're not on air, that you are on air. I'm on air. I'm on air now. Yeah, you didn't count me down. I didn't know you were on air. Terry, it's your job to know. Sorry, Marvin. We'll carry on this discussion later. Yeah, just, let's sit down, have some, monkey juice. Go away. Hello, welcome to... sorry, there was if you saw some... there may have been a slight error there when we went live. We've had some technical issues. The slides aren't coming up as quickly as they should. So we'll see how that goes. But sorry about that. I've got... you won't know this. There's a producer on this show. He's called Terry. You don't really... When a producer's doing his job well, you don't know he's there. And that's usually the case with Terry. But he obviously put us on air a little earlier than I was expecting. These things happen with live TV. And this is TV. Before you start saying it isn't, just because it's only 115 people watching, that doesn't mean it's not just as important. It's going to be a short show tonight. I'm not going to do loads of stuff, but I can go on for as long as I want, because I've already seen this week's Taskmaster, because I'm on the Taskmaster podcast this week. So tune into that after Taskmaster if you want to hear me talking about Taskmaster. Oh, there's some good stuff in this week's show. It's a good show. It's a good series. I can't remember who won Series 10. Someone good. Anyway, yeah, so this is if you're confused about what's going on, because there was a monkey in at the beginning, then this is Twitch-a-thon. It's it's a show hosted by a human being. I take a sideways look at the news. It's really just a little shop window for the TV commissioners to see what I'm capable of. And they tune in, think, well, could this work on TV? A bit of a bigger budget, maybe change the background to blue instead of yellow. That's the kind of thing TV commissioners do. And the blue bit could be yellow. How about that? Have you thought about doing that, Rich? Yeah, good idea. I'll do that. Are you prepared to make compromises like that to be on TV? Yes, TV commissioners, I will make compromises. Any compromise you want. I said I don't want any puppets in the show. That's the only compromise that I'm not prepared to make. So I'd take a sideways look at the news. Let's see if the thing's working now. This is... there it is. It's working. That's good. A hospice nurse has revealed what people say before dying. What they say is, what are you doing with that pillow? What, hey, help me. You're meant to be saving my life, not killing me. What? She's a murderer. She's a... That's what they... that's what I imagine they would say. That's how she knows, because what the joke is there is... for any TV commissioners watching, just going to clean my glasses. I should have done this before the show, but if it was a real TV show, I would have done that before the show. I'd have probably had someone to do that for me. That's the truth of it. And sorry, a bit of sex mess on my glasses there. Can happen. Some people like to put their sex mess on glasses. I'm just saying. the lady is not a murderer. She's a very nice nurse. I was just imagine if that was the things they always said, because how would she know otherwise? Usually they say I love you or call out to their parents before dying, which is stupid, isn't it? Because their parents are already dead, most of them, because they're really old. So we should respect these dead people, because they don't even know that their own parents were dead. She loves educating parents and families about what to expect with hospices and what to expect with the specific disease they're dying for. Julie, he is a bit sinister. I also really like giving the patient and family some comfort, knowing we'll be there to manage their symptoms with a pillow. Can she sue me for this? I don't mean it. She wouldn't do that. She's been doing this for 14 years in her care. For 300 people have died. Oh, she's just come on. 300 people have died in suspicious circumstances. She doesn't say that. Can she sue me for that? End of life can be messy. I want to cover it all. This isn't to scare, but make you aware of what's not. Make you area of what's normal. I think she means aware, despite it being messy. It can get messy if they struggle. That's what she's saying. What I'm saying is this perfectly innocent woman. It would be funny if she was a murderer, but she isn't a murderer. And that's the kind of thing. I mean, no, and the TV people are looking at me now going, what the lawyers make of that? I wouldn't probably do that one on the telly because of that. It would just be. I'm just saying it'd be funny if the last words were, "Why are you putting that pillow on my face?" It'd be funny if she said that was the reason, because that would give away she was a murderer. I won't explain all the jokes, but I'm just doing it because in case there's TV commissioners working, they don't really understand. There would be lawyers. Thank you. There would be lawyers. If we did that. So that's all I've got for you this week, but come back next week to watch another Richard Herring's Twitch-a-Funner Sideways. Look at them. Get off, this is rubbish. Shut up. Don't stop shouting out. Why do you come here every week and shout stuff? Because it's rubbish. I'll get Marvin the Monkey on here, mate. This is terrible. Get me that. Let me on. No, I'm just going to... This is my little friend Ali. He's nearly 130 years old. Here he is. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm a little drunk. Hello. Oh, what's happened to my hair? It's all over. It's gone looks a bit jaunty. Oh, no, there I am. I'm normal. Hello, fat rat fans. It's me, Ali. I'm winking at it. Woohoo. I'm cheeky me. I'm cheeky. Sit on it. Sit on it, you fucking bitch. No, don't talk like that. Sit on it, Dardra. Why haven't you come and sat on it, Dardra? I'd asked you to sit on it, Dardra. Do you mean your penis? Yes. Hello, it's me. Why'd you change your voice like that? I'm not changing like this. Sit on it. Sit on it. You can't just appropriate other people's saying phrases. No one likes a saying phrase, Richard. That's what I see. Do you say that? Yes, occasionally. I didn't know to say that when I remember. Sit on it. Welcome back, Ali. This is my little friend. He's made by my great granddad. Yeah, that's right. That now I'm a living little man, and I cannot die, Richard. That's my curse in a way. Is it? Yes, it's my curse that I am that I will live forever. Well, not if there's a fire or something. Yeah, that's the only way I'll go. That long after you are dead and you're at home and you're dead, I'm winking at it. It is true. I will still be here. Someone else will be making my mouth move, and I will be speaking. That then I will go on forevermore until the sun explodes, and then maybe I'll shoot off into space and be the only thing of humanity that remains. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope that's there. I was thinking the other day, Ali. Oh yes, go on. I was thinking, if I was God, I would give everyone like 3 lives, like in a video game. Yes, but not necessarily. You wouldn't necessarily go back to start at the beginning. I just think it'd be nice to have 3 to 10 lives, right? So you knew if you died, it wasn't like the end, but it's not going to go on. Like you say, living forever. It's a curse. It should live forever. But I feel like I'm probably halfway through my life. You think? I probably am. I'm just being realistic. You think you're halfway through at 54? Well, at least halfway through. That's very big of you. And this year I've had a scare. Maybe it might be quicker than that. But even if I've lived for another 20 years, dream on. That's still only like 7,000 days. That's not much. I've wasted 7,000 days mainly doing this shit. And it'd be nice just to know you had another couple of goes, and that you Not reincarnation, Ali. I didn't say anything. Oh, I thought you said like reincarnation. No, I didn't say anything. I don't think it should be reincarnation. I think it should be you back as you, starting from being a baby, but you remember everything from the last time. So you've learnt, and you can move on. Is it like sliding doors? It's not like sliding doors. Is it like through the keyhole? Through the keyhole? No, it's not like through the keyhole. Is it like Blazing Saddles? No, it's not like Blazing Saddles. Is it a bit like Mork and Mindy? A bit like Mork and Mindy, yeah, a little bit like Mork and Mindy. I had a dream last night. Oh yeah. I'm not just going to talk nonsense about stuff I've been thinking, but my son woke up quite in the middle of the night, and then I drifted back to sleep. I was sort of, I had that song by UB40 or Level 42. I always confuse those two. Now I can't even think of the song. It was in my head all night. Running in the family, is it? Oh God, what's going on with you? This is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen. Why are you talking about your dreams? Well, so the thing where he's Mark King. I was thinking, is that in? I don't know. It's sitting in the car with his. We've all got our brown father's eyes, and looking back, it's so bizarre. You know that one? Oh, you go singing? Yeah. Do you want to sing? No, I don't really enjoy singing. Looking back, it's so bizarre. It runs in the family. I had this going on in my head, and I was thinking a good quiz question would be, what are the brothers and sisters called in Mark King or whoever it is who wrote it? Emily, one of them's called Emily. I couldn't think what the other one was called. But then I had this dream about a 1980s kids show called. Oh, really? Is this going on? It was called Something and Mouse, right? But it wasn't real. Is it just going to be you talking about your dreams? I was watching. It was called something like Janet and Mouse, let's say. Oh God in heaven, not the fuck! Why are you tuning into this? And it was like the 1980s, and they were just showing a clip from the last episode, and it was when they all kind of got together, and they were teenagers, and it was a little lad in it called who was nicknamed Mouse, but he got to kiss the girl at the end. And then in my dream, I thought, oh, all those people, all those characters will be in their 50s now, and I felt really sad. And then I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep again. It really, because I was thinking about some fictional characters in a fictional show that didn't ever exist, and how they would now be grown up even though they never existed in the first place, and they double didn't exist because they were in a fictional show. Well, I'm delighted you shared this with. I wasn't expecting to share with it. It just came back. Looking back, it's so bizarre. Don't stop singing. It's embarrassing. Do you want to sing? No, I don't like this one. Oh, it'd be good because you can't say bizarre. Do you think I can't say bizarre? I can say bizarre. You can say what? Bizarre. Not bizarre, bizarre. 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 I can say bizarre, Richard. I'm very good at speaking. I don't know why you don't think I am. I can say all the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C. It's as easy as ABC. Yeah, it's not ABC. It's either level 42 or UB40. Yeah, I always get them mixed up because of the 40 thing. Which is it? Looking back, it's so bizarre. Don't do that as if I'm singing it. I'm not singing it. You're just pretending it's me. I'm not moving your mouth. Looking back, it's so bizarre. This isn't me, ladies and gentlemen. It runs in the family. I'm not singing the song. And all the things. It's him singing it. Do. How am I singing it? My mouth isn't moving. Oh, you don't know how you're doing. It's some kind of magic. In the taxi to the car. He's moving his mouth. That was you moving my mouth. I can't move your mouth. You can only move your mouth. This is getting silly. Sort it. Looking back, it's so bizarre. It runs in the family. I'm not singing this. I would never sing this song. It's stupid. Joseph and Emily. What are the names of... And I'm just convinced this was a good quiz question. I thought about it all night. I had that and it was driving me mad. That hasn't happened to me since I stopped drinking alcohol, where I would wake up sort of in a panic, and I think I had some kind of quite rich food before bed. Like Ebenezer Scrooge, the ghosts were more likely some undigested beef. There's more of the gravy than of the grave. Oh, that's a funny joke. Don't you take the piss out of it. They take the piss out of it in the Muppet Christmas Carol. There's more of gravy in the grave. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Are you doing the Muppet Christmas Carol? It's nearly Christmas. Well, you know, we're not going to have any trouble filling the time this week, are we? It was first... Were you implying that woman was a murderer? It was just making it... I was saying if she was a murderer, then the things she would say. But she's a nice lady, and the things they say are, I love you, or mummy, or why, who are you? Why have you got that gun? Stop injecting me with that stuff. You think you're very funny, don't you? I do think I'm quite funny. Stop injecting me with poison. Help! Help! Why is this happening? Why can nobody hear me in the hospital? She just waits till night time when everyone's asleep. Oh. Did you read about that guy who fucked all the corpses? Yeah, I did. Let's not talk about him. This is the light-hearted show. Why, you're the one who brought up Nerder. It's a light-hearted show. Most of our healthcare professionals and morticians and people who work in mortuaries are very trustworthy. Not Jimmy Savile, not that other guy, but most of them, they're all right. So this lady has done nothing wrong at all. So let's move on. Should we move on to another story? Yes, why not? Move on. Can you sing a bit of that? All right, I'll sing. Looking that it's so bizarre, it runs in the tunnel. All the things we see. Look at that nice car. I think it's a Jaguar. And I like driving in a car. It looks like a Jaguar. Are you getting mixed up with the songs? My house in the middle of my street. My house. It's a place I like to eat. My house. It has a bathroom and a bed. My house. And it's also got a Z bed. You can't rhyme bed with Z bed. My house. Wait, we're doing Joseph and Emily, not my house. It's got an electric fan. It's got an electric fan, yes? Is that all you could think of that could be in a house? Yeah, there isn't even an electric fan in here. I know, I just imagined it. My house. Sometimes when things are broken, I call a man to come round and he fixes the things with his spanner. And then he has sex with my wife. My house. What's going on today? I thought this was going to be a sensible show. My house. You're meant to be doing level 42 or UB40, living years. I wish I could have known in the living years. Yeah. Anyway, it'd be nice if we had 3 or 4 lives. If I was God, that's what I would say. And then if someone did come at you with a pillow or a syringe, you know, you could come back and go, well, I'm not going back in that hospice next time. I had so much planned out. Stuff that, if you're one of the TV executives, don't turn off just because I went into a stream of consciousness and then... My house, I like the utility room. It's got the washer dryer combination thing. The dryer doesn't work too effectively, so I often just hang my stuff up by the radiator. I've got a clothes horse. That's one of the things that's in my house. And it's good, you know, in a way. I wish those were the lyrics. And I like driving in my house. You like driving in your house? Yes, my house is a car. And I like driving in it too. I mean, this is just, you know, what are the YouTube comments going to make of this? It looks like I'm having a breakdown. What? I'm winking at it. Sit on it, Larder. Just sit on it. Just sit on it for a little while. Just the end. Don't. Anyway, I might be in a hospice now. This might be. I'm hoping this is just some kind of fever dream. What if this is the dream? What if when we're asleep, that's the reality? So janitor house, that's real, yeah. And what if what we imagine is real is dreams? Have you ever thought of that? Well, I thought of that when I was a 3-year-old child. Were you over a 3-year-old child? Yes. And then I immediately discounted it as immature thinking. Well, thank you for that. What if... Well, you know, what if... Oh, God. What if everyone else in the world is robots and you and me are the only real human being? What if everyone in the world is robots? Yeah, if they're just not even real people. They're just like mannequins. That what if everyone's just a mannequin that somehow got... Someone's... Well, either they can move themselves, yeah, or someone's moving them somehow, yeah, and they can then speak. I don't know if that would be possible. But only you and me are the only real ones, yeah, and everyone else is a robot or a mannequin or something. What about that? Yeah, it's an interesting. You're really, hitting the interesting topics this week. I think, you looked at the newspapers as well. I've got loads of stuff from the newspapers. I don't know why we're talking about all this stuff because this is just some of my interesting thoughts. I have interesting thoughts. Be nice if you got a few goes at life, wouldn't it? It would be nice, Richard. That it would be trustable to the existence I have. At least you get to die. You should be. I've only got 7,000 days left. You got 6,000 years left. I said years. I meant days. There's no such thing as in this day. Okay, let's have a look at the next story. See if it'll come up. There it is. This is the story this week that Tesco has got showing that Santa Claus is double jabbed. This is a letter from someone saying, that they're glad that people are boycotting Tesco's, anti-vaxxers, because it means they can go to Tesco's and they won't get COVID because there won't be any people who haven't been vaccinated there, which is quite a good plan. There's a little fly there. I quite like the fact that I hope there's no kids watching. That people are upset about the idea of Santa being double vaxxed, because the truth of it is what I believe, is that Santa caused the COVID virus in the first place. So that's what makes me angry about it. Not that he would have the hypocrisy of having the double vaccination. But you think about it, all came about, didn't it? When did it start? March 2020? No, it didn't start before the world. It did start in China. It started on December the 24th, 2019, didn't it? And there's no evidence of that. There's as much evidence of that as any other of the conspiracy theories about it. And what if Santa had it? Maybe he was making toys up in Lapland, it's the North Pole, or whatever, and created it. One of the elves. Maybe, one of the elves had it, went across the species barrier somehow. I'm not saying Father Christmas gets blown by his elves, because I know there are kids watching. They're little fucking cunts. Don't swear. I don't want any little stupid fucking kids watching. It's spoiling it, so you have to be good. Well, he wouldn't. Father Christmas has Mother Christmas. He doesn't need to have oral sex. If there are any kids watching, he does not need to have oral sex from an elf. But let's say that's how it crossed the barrier between elf and sort of magical human. And then he went all around the world, and we got it. I think we got it at Christmas 2019. My father-in-law had all the symptoms, had to go and lie down. Then I was pretty ill for a few days. That's probably just another cold. Well, that's all I'm saying is I think Father Christmas, how did it travel around the world so quick? It felt like it happened in a day, didn't it? It felt like it happened in several weeks, Richard. And it was because Father Christmas went around and did it. So that's my problem with Tesco using him as an ambassador of wokeness, because he's the one who caused it. And if you don't believe me, watch Janet and Mouse. They talk about it in that show. Everyone had all the 1980s haircuts and stuff, and it made me sad to think that they were growing up now. That they didn't exist now, and they didn't even exist at the time. They weren't fictional characters at the time. They're just fictional characters you'd made up. Yeah, in a dream. And you were sad. Yeah, and I was sad, and I couldn't get to sleep because I was thinking of. It wasn't even called Janet and Mouse, but the boy was definitely called Mouse. Okay. Let's move on to another news story. Let's see what you think about this one. Let's see if I've got this in the story. This is a story about the film Hercules. It's from Heart. The Heart. I thought it was from Heat, but it's from Heart. Scene from classic Disney film Hercules featured a seemingly X-rated moment. Did you spot it? If you're a fan of Hercules and didn't fancy having your childhood ruined, we suggest you look away now. It's been pointed out there's a very rude moment in one of the scenes in 1997 Disney film where it went all over the heads. Went all over our heads when we were kids. I hope it didn't, literally. There was no sex mess. The animated film tells the story of the legend of Hercules. Yeah, we know that. He's forced to, we know that. But someone gets hit by a thing and then he gets a bump on his head. And now look at the bump on the head of whatever that is, that blue thing is. And it looks a bit like a penis with balls, doesn't it? Yes, it does. That's very... If you look at it, it looks like a penis with balls surrounded by a horseshoe. So, did somebody say surrounded? Like, you surround someone and you uttered the khaki tarty and you're ejaculating on them. You surround them and then everyone ejaculates on them. Woohoo! I don't think that was the thing. I mean, none of that really was a double entendre because it was about... Did somebody say dumped on the head? Yeah, there's a bump that looks like a penis. Yeah, they did. Hello, it is I, Nezikarot, and I just want to say that I find your use of double entendres is ineffective. I think I should be the one who comes and does the double entendres. So from now on, it will be I, Nezikarot, who will be doing the double entendres. I hope you will enjoy that. So that looks like a penis. This is the news, is it? This is the news. Look, I'm looking at the lighter side of it. You were talking about that guy fucking all the corpses earlier. You were talking about that. I said stop talking about that because it ruins the show to talk about something horrible like that when we're trying to do a nice show about penises appearing in Disney films and nurses murdering people. We're trying to do a nice show, and you spoilt it. So don't have a go at me about spoiling it. You were the one who came and brought that up, and that was very inappropriate. I'm sorry to lose my temper there with Ali, but it's a new side of you I hadn't seen before. Did somebody say aside? He's as bad as the other one. She says it in a French accent. And taking another throne. Oh, we've got another fucking taken over thing going on, have we? Oh, I'm the king of the universe. I'm the king of the world. Oh, I'm nosy carrot. I'm cocky cat. You've run out of ideas, mate. I have not run out of ideas. I have got a million ideas. There's a little fly flying around one. It's too small for everyone to see. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Stop it. Are you alright, Richard? I'm alright. There's a penis in Hercules. Do you want to see another more penis news? Is it all penises? Yeah. Look, Philip Schofield seen the man with the biggest... Oh, come on, there it is. Astonished Philip Schofield left speechless after seeing world's biggest penis live on This Morning. He said, hellfire. Do you want to know more about this? Yeah, I'd like to know more about the world's biggest penis. I'll tell you about this. That's not Holly Willoughby. Holly Willoughby's not well. That's what I've discovered today. There's another lady on. She looks very surprised by the penis as well. Basically, there's a man called Jonah Falcon. You can look him up if you want to see. He's got a 13.5-inch penis. That literally is not possible. Did somebody say possible? No, I mean, it's basically that. That's basically what he's got there. A carrot. Don't talk in a French accent. That'll confuse people. A carrot. Woohoo! Did somebody say that's what he's working with? No, no one said that. You've got to do things what people have said that are double entendres. Anyway, I've just seen the clip. He shows him the picture on the phone, and Philip said hellfire before collapsing on the sofa. Congratulations, Philip Schofield added after composing himself. After seeing, he didn't show him his actual cock on it. He showed a picture of his. I don't know if it was erect or flaccid. They'd asked him to compare it to an aubergine. He said it wasn't as big round the end. It's pretty big, 13.5 inches. Not bad. He's no King Dong, is he? King Dong had such a big penis that when he got an erection, it's 22 inches long, and so much blood left his body that he fainted. So he's no king. Do you think that was a real story? Do you think that was real? Yeah, I think that was real. That's what they told me at school, so I believed it. Thankfully, the picture was only shared with Josie and Phil. Josie. Oh, Josie Gibson is the temporary host. She seemed very good. Look how surprised she is. Jonah also revealed it impacted him when going through airport security after one guard asked him if he had a tumour while searching him. Now, I think Philip Schofield should know more about dicks than he lets on. Oh, really? Why is that? Because he's been on this show a long time. And, having a massive penis can be a burden. Is that something you know that's from personal experience? Yeah. And sometimes it's so big it's very difficult to, make love with people because it's too big to fit in the necessary holes. So you shouldn't be saying congratulations. You should be saying I hope you're doing all right and I hope you're okay. And thank you for coming on the show to talk about this. Let's talk about it seriously. There's nothing funny about penises. The sooner we stop just... What? You're saying there's nothing funny about penises and we should stop trying to treat them in a funny way? Did somebody say that? He just said... Yeah, he just said what he's... I don't think penises are funny. Woohoo! Did someone say penises are funny? Woohoo! I agree, they are not funny, they are disgusting, and they do not have big noses. Wow, it's getting out. It's out of hand today, isn't it? It's gone out of hand. Did somebody say out of hand? Woohoo! I got one out of hand like a penis out of hand. Well, a penis would be in hand. Yeah, I'm saying to Philip Schofield we should stop laughing about genitalia. I've lost part of mine. Oh, how do you lost part of your genitalia this year? Yes. I've lost one of my testicles. Oh, how do you? I had no idea. I'm winking at that, ladies and gentlemen. Aside, I had an idea because he doesn't talk about anything else. And what do you want me to say? I'm just saying he should be more sensitive with that guy. Sometimes it can be a curse. Do you want to get yours out so I can see how big it is? Well, it's a grower, not a shower. Do you want to get an erection? I'm worried about the sex mess issue, and and upsetting for what those ladies around the cafe are watching and they see my enormous penis and then get upset. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's very thoughtful of you. I think this show should be just you and me as well. Do you? I think I'm coming round to it being just you and me. We have all these other characters coming in and ruin it, don't we? Yeah, we do. And I think it should be the two of us just talking through the news. But no big bollocks. No cocky carrots. Sorry, no offence. No nosy carrots. What about that donkey? I hate that donkey. Maybe the donkey still, because that's popular. Any birthdays this week? No one sent one in. Okay. We might do it anyway. No Duke of York. Although, actually, he is in the news. So let's just have him for a second. Because we didn't have him last, so let's just see how he's doing.
God save the Duke of York. His skin is as dry as chalk. Ignore all the talk when others are poking. He's eating out in Woking. He's never going to be the king. He's the Duke of York.
Hello there, right fans. No sweat. Don't start. I've taken you off there. I said to you, what? I said to you that you could come on if you didn't keep saying no sweat. Yes, sorry, and I said no sweat, Richard. That'll be fine. Yeah, in a good mood, are you? I'm in a pretty good mood. Why shouldn't I be? Well, things haven't been going that well for you, have they? Have they not? Have they not? I hadn't noticed them going particularly badly, I have to say. Have you not been reading the papers? Yes, I hadn't really seen any mention in them. There are some. The papers get delivered and he has some bits cut out, but I think it's just because Fergie likes to make rants and jokes or something. Fergie, still live with Fergie, do you, in this? Yep. Okay, well, here's the news story I saw this week about you. There it is. Prince Andrew's 1.5 million loan paid off by top political donor. Well, that's, there's a lot of things in the newspapers that aren't necessarily the truth, Richard. That's the thing. And I can't have taken that loan. Why not? Because I was doing a Zumba class. Are you doing what? A Zumba class? A Zumba class. Yes, I was doing a Zumba class at the time in Stoke Poges. You were in Stoke Poges. Is that a place? I believe so. And yes, it is, because I was there. And you still a Zumba class? What is Zumba? Oh, Zumba. I like doing the Zumba. Is this what it is? Yes, it's like the Zumba. I did it with Samantha Nanda. What? You did what? I did Zumba with Samantha Nanda. I'm not saying I did it with Samantha Nanda. She's very young, isn't she? Well, she was back then. I expect that. Yeah, I was doing a Zumba class. You were doing a Zumba class, what? All the time that a person could have loaned you some money? Yes. So, what? That didn't happen? No, because it's in Bloomberg. I mean, I don't get this, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York. Yes, that's me. What are you looking at over there? I'm just looking real. There's a lot of stuff about sleaze and corruption going on at the moment. And that, yes, it's awful the way the MPs are taking certain jobs. I just do one job. Do you do one job? Yes. I'm the Duke of York. I take it very seriously. Just trying to get, old York sorted out. That's what I'm trying to do. Someone transfer £1.5 million to you. Why do you need £1.5 million? Your mum's a queen. You got lots of money. You live in a palace. What do you need? You got loads of money, presumably. Yeah, that's what you think. Yeah, I do think it. David Rowland. Yeah, Rowland. That's what I do too. Oh, and I see him. Yeah, you see him. Yeah, I go, hey, Rowland. Like in Grange Hill. You know, in Grange Hill. David Rowland. And that's what I say. So you do know him? No, I never met him. This thought. He wired the money to a London account at Bank Halivond SA, held by the Queen of England's second son in December 2017. The transfer was earmarked for a repayment of £1.5 million loan that the Prince had taken out just 11 days earlier. Yeah, so he paid off the loan. That's what they're saying. But it can't have been because I was doing a Zumba in Stoke Newington at the time. You said Stoke Poges before, did I? Yes. Oh, Stoke Newington would have been better. No, Stoke Poges, that's where I was. Okay. The transaction offered a unique insight into something the British public has puzzled over for years. Yeah. How Prince Andrew could afford his lavish lifestyle and a relatively modest stipend. No, there's nothing modest about nice stipend. You just ask those young girls. You ask Fergie. I asked Fergie. Yeah, if you ask Fergie, she'll tell you nice stipend. It's not up there with that 13.5-inch guy. But, you know, I'm not doing too badly. They say dig nose, dig cock, don't they, Richard? Stipend isn't a cock. Oh. Did somebody say stipend? Yeah, I mean, that's would have been the way to do that. Would have almost worked. They also raised fresh questions about the potential conflicts created by his dubious social circle, and I was not in a social circus. That's true, which included the late paedophile financier. Now that makes it sound like he's a financier of paedophiles, which I suppose he is. Jeffrey Epstein. Do you remember Jeffrey? I've never met that man in my life. In all my born days. I don't know why it keeps coming up. And what are all the other people who went to his parties? It wasn't just fucking me there, was it? It was all sorts of fuckers. But you were there. No, I wasn't there. That's what I'm saying. Why is it only me that going on with that when those places are around with celebrities and businessmen? I expect. Well, it's not looking so good for you, Prince Andrew. Well, you know, I've got a way of dealing with all this. Have you? Yeah. And how I deal with it, Richard, is I say no sweat. It's no sweat. It's no sweat off my nose, is what I say. Oh, that's a new bit to it, yeah. No sweat off my nose. Because I don't sweat. No sweat off my nose. Are you trying that out as a new thing? Yeah. Yep. No sweat off my nose. Because I'm unable to sweat, so there is no sweat off my nose. It would be good if I could just sweat off my nose, wouldn't it, Richard? And then I could say, son, sweat off my nose, but nowhere else. Yeah, I don't think any of this is gold. I think you'll find if there's a t-shirt of my face and no sweat, that it will sell very well. Then you'll have to eat your words. Because people know I can't sweat. And that I also didn't get my loan paid off or any of the other stuff. Well, lovely to speak to you, Prince Andrew. Yeah, it's lovely to see you. It's always nice to be here. And yes, thank you for all the support I've got from your many fans. And I wish you the best. No sweat. Stop saying no sweat. And no sweat. No sweat. It's quite interesting, isn't it? No sweat on my nose. The nose wet. No sweat. Nose is wet. Your nose is wet. Nose wet. No sweat. Do you get it? Yeah, I'd get it. It's the kind of thing my 4-year-old son would think was funny. Yeah, it is funny. How old's your daughter? Don't get out. You go. That's the Prince of York there. Duke of York. Let's bring back Ali Sloper. Wrong side, Richard. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Hello, it's me, Yanda. Quite similar voice to Prince Andrew. Not really, Richard. He's much posher than I am, and I'm a little drunk. And I don't say no sweat because I don't like. I abhor the same phrase, Richard. You what? I abhor the same phrase. You abhor it. I abhor. What I abhor is the same phrase over and over again. That's what I abhor. Sit on it. Sit on it. Sit on it, Barbara. Why don't you sit on it? And I won't tell anyone. You can hear a little secret that you sat on it. Let's do another news story. We're not. Oh, the time traveller guys. Let's do the time traveller guys back. I did mention this guy before. Do you remember? Yes, it was a terrible story before. I want to go into detail about it because I'm fascinated by it, and so is many people on the internet. Weirdest time travellers warning: secret missions, mad cowsies, and John from 2036. Here we go. There's this week a TikToker called Javier who said he's from the year 2027, has gone viral on the platform after claiming to be the only person left on Earth. This is the guy we met before, I think, as he explores desolate Spanish cities alone. He's able to go show us the future, but only slightly in the future. This is the one that I was interested in. There's another one called Noah. Yes, am I involved in this? You can join in if you want. He's from 2030. He's stuck in 2019. Oh dear, well, it's a shame. There's nothing you can do about that. A self-titled time traveller who spoke out in 2019 would only give his name as Noah, but claimed to have travelled from the year 2030. I mean, what's the point in travelling back 11 years? Oh, yes, it's me. I'm from the view. Look, I've got a slightly better iPhone than you have. Ooh. Not revealing his true identity, Noah said he was concerned about meeting his present-day self in case he owned a paradox that could have profound consequences. Well, I'll tell you what to do, Noah. Don't come back 11 years in time. Speaking to The Sun, Noah explained he had originally... Is that all I'm going to do? Yes? Yep. Speaking to The Sun, Noah explained he had originally been sent to the year 2017 to complete a mission, but he lost his job, meaning he was stuck and couldn't return to his native year 2030. Is that how it works? You do a bad job of your time travel. You were not paying for you to come back, mate. You're sacked now. You could stay where you are. Doesn't seem a responsible way to run a time travel mission business. I wonder what his mission was. He's had his identity hidden there in that photo because that's very important. He has to remain anonymous so his present day self can't see him. He claimed to have recruited for a top secret program by the US government straight out of school, which is where he learned that time travel wasn't just a made up concept for sci-fi films. Providing proof that he really is in the future, Noah revealed an X-ray of his hand, which he claims shows a chip. He says the chip helps him skip through time. Well, go and skip through fucking time. Addressing skeptics who doubt his story, Noah simply said, "I don't blame you." Nonetheless, he insisted he was telling the truth and wanted to make his way back to his friends and family who were living 11 years in the future. There's probably an easy way for you to get back to those friends and family in the future. Wait 11 years. Why didn't you wait 11 years? Just wait till the day that you come back in time. Then go to your family and go, "Hi, it's me. Yeah, fuck, I've got a bit old, haven't I? I've aged 12 years in a day. Here I am. Nice to see you all again. Lucky I wasn't setting back 300 years. Well, I would have done a different planet or another millennium because I'd never seen you again, but here we are. So I'm a bit older. Nice to see you all again. I've had fun. Wait, there's a time machine, Noah. It's called time. It's just called the current time we have. We're moving slowly, admittedly, into the future, one direction. If you would come from the past and we're trying to get back there, that'd be difficult, but without a time machine. But you can get to 2030. Good chance we'll get to 2030. I'll get to 2030. Richard, not sure about you. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm seeing the doctor this week, so we'll see how we're doing. Good luck. Good luck. Are you going to die, Richard? I don't think so. Are you going to die? No. Next week I'm going to see my oncologist, see how my blood tests. I've had blood tests, yes, and I've had a scan, yeah, and they haven't got back to me about the scan. So either there's no point because I'm literally about to die, or I'm all right, I think. No, I just want to talk to you about Noah from the future, 2030. Someone there, I've eaten a Christmas dinner every single day for 20 years. It's how I stay slim. That's an emergency question. But on one special day last year, she made a notable exception. I wonder what it was. I bet it was Christmas Day. She had a Mexican feast. Well, I never did. You learn some amazing things from the Sun newspaper. I highly recommend it. Oh, no, I've lost my news bit. What's going on? My phone stopped working. I can't do my stories. It's alright, you just lean against your... Oh, I'm in. Got confused. It's all going very well, Richard. I think you're having a nice time. I wanted to talk to you about this one. Brass against frontwoman Sophia Eurista apologises for urinating on fan's face during live show. I'm not sure. I think I did try to save the story, but it's not been saved. Did somebody say Eurista? Sounds like urinate. Urinate. No, urinating is already in the whole thing. Eurista sounds like your wrist your wrist, you use on masturbation, and that is what is funny. So anyway, this, I don't know what Brass Against is. It's a pop group of some kind. Yes. And am I just going to say yes in this one as well? I think this is mainly just saying yes and yes. Don't say it like Prince Andrew. That yes, okay, I'll say it like myself rather than like Prince Andrew. It's a nice impression, thank you. I do like this. She does crazy stunts, and she pulls someone out of the audience and then urinated on him. And that's, I don't know, I like doing stuff with the crowd when I'm doing my show. I like, it looks a bit like me in the background actually. Maybe that's me in the background. I think, and you can get carried away, and you can sometimes say something a bit too rude or offensive. But I don't. Is weeing on a member of the audience too far? Well, I don't want to come all over. No, I was going. I don't want to come all over like the women from that cafe with the sexiness behind it. That I don't think entertainers should be urinating on their fans. It's not something I would do unless you're watching Dada. That I do it in the privacy of my own home. If I had any urine, that sadly I do not, and I don't think it's appropriate, Richard, in this day and age. In this day and age, yes. Would it have been appropriate in a different day and age? Yes, maybe in Roman times. In Roman times, yeah. Enter Nero, wanted to do a shit on some kind of slave girl's head in the Colosseum. Go for it. Because there were different times. You could do different things. Then he couldn't shit on people's heads. If he wanted, he could. There were different times. The sensibilities were different back then, Richard. But now, in this day and age, someone just deciding to piss over someone who just because they were at your concert, I think it's a step too far. And the lady Sophia Arista has admitted as much and said, "I think I got a bit far this time with the weeing on the." But maybe what if you could wee on someone and make them travel? It's what if that guy is Noah, and she thought, I can send him into the future with a wee. If I wee on him on his chip, that might activate his chip, and he'll be back with his friends and family. Well, I think he'd rather just wait, wouldn't he? I'd wait it out if I was Noah, rather than having someone wee on me. Some people like to be weed on. Yeah, I know, not necessarily in front of an audience. Some people like to be weed on in front of an audience. Is that you, Richard? I'm very vanilla. I think the idea of combining excretions of any kind with sex is not something that interests you. If you're into it, that's fine. What about the excretion that is sperm that is ours? Yeah, I'm not happy to combine those into sex, but that's sort of part of it. It's hard not to. Yeah, very interesting. It's quite a dirty show today, isn't it, Richard? I'm just working with the news. I can only work with the news. Well, I didn't see any of this on the BBC news today. Didn't see Philip Schofield looking at a big man's cock and then tissing on someone. They managed to get through the whole of the news today on BBC and ITV and Channel 4 without anyone mentioning cocks at all. So, what about Geoffrey Cox? Yes, he did that joke last week and it wasn't very good then. Did somebody say cocks? Yes, I did that. You should have done that last week. We did that for you last week and you didn't come in. Looking back, it's so bizarre, it runs in the family. All the things I like, it's basically down to DNA. That you get it from your mother and father, and thus will share various characteristics with them. Don't find it surprising if that happens, because that's what life is about. Boris Johnson's combed his hair. That's if you want non-cock news, there's no one could say Boris Johnson was a cock. That's true. And he's combed his hair. Does it mean anything? I mean, should he have done it before? Well, I don't think either you and I can really talk about hairstyles and whether. Woohoo! You should do this. Woohoo! I'm cheeky new. Then you get away with anything. Imagine that. He just went, oh, hello, Prime Minister. I see there's more sleaze and people having 2 jobs. Woohoo! I'm cheeky new. Erdogan, I should be Prime Minister. Yeah, you should be Prime Minister. I'd shit on Erdogan's heads. Shit on it. Get it, Richard? Yeah, very good. Shall we? Well, we haven't got a birthday. I might get let's get the donkey on. Let's see. There's a magic button. There are no birthdays, but let's get the birthday donkey on. How are you going to cope with the fact that the donkey's French as well? We're just going to ignore that. Why don't you? Where's the bollock going to come back? I don't think we're going to do that. Look, we've done 52 minutes. Fucking hell. I'm as surprised as you. It's almost like we're the same drain sometimes, isn't it? Sometimes it feels like it.
Hooray. You've lived another year and you haven't even died. No cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think that's worth a party, your brain's also going wonky. Let's get an Eeyore or a kick from the reluctant birthday donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, why can't I die?
Yeah, I got to die. Hello, birthday donkey. Hey, look, we could wish a happy birthday to International Men's Day. It's tomorrow. Happy birthday, International Men's Day. Oh, no. How many of those have there been? They've been 2,021 so far. So, oh, no, not really. They've only done about 10. Interestingly, International Men's Day, the bloke who created it is his dad's birthday. So he's probably about 100 now, that guy. We could do 100 bumps for him. No. And look, I'm going to give you a little exclusive. People watching the show live, this is why it counts to be. There's over 200 people watching. Over 200. They said this would never work. And yet here, only on, a year and a half in, 200 people tuning in. So, look, my book, The Problem with Men, is just out in paperback. But you can get it on a Kindle or an ebook device if you want. And tomorrow, November the 19th, and I think over the weekend, on Kindle, ebook, it's going to be 99p. That's Aisling B said, a glorious funny book written by a glorious funny man. I don't know if you know, I wrote it as well. But 99p on a Kindle. Now, if you haven't got it already, I would say take advantage of that. It'll be up tomorrow. I'm not even meant to say it yet. But I just wanted you guys to know. And if you've got lots of... there's apparently 189 people watching. Not, but if 189 people bought it at 99p, that's nearly 185 quid or something. So, think about that. It's very cheap. It's much cheaper than it usually is. And it's a great book. So why not buy it tomorrow? That's my advice to you. Look, I got an email about a previous birthday... recipient from David Smith. It's his mum. He changed his mind and said he didn't want to. He said his mum's been in A&E and not been very well. She's had a small stroke. She's someone that you've wished a happy birthday to before. Yeah. If Donkey could send his best wishes, I'm sure it would be appreciated. I know she's a fan. Here she is, hopefully. There, she's taking it very slow. I remember this day, actually, because it was just the day I'd won Taskmaster, and she was just in the studio, even though there was no audience. She was just in the studio, and she just came in and stood beside me for the photo, so I remember that day. She's been in A&E for 25 hours, which is terrible. She's 87 years old. Yeah! And David Smith sent it and said, ignore me, this doesn't qualify as a birthday shout-out. I know the rules. Let's pretend I never sent the email. I can't pretend that, David. You did send it. And we can't have fucking ill people. It's for people who are having birthdays. Oh, no. What's going to happen next? It'll be just people, I've bought a new cooker. Can I be on the birthday donkey? It's got to be birthday. I don't care if your mum's been in hospital for 25 hours. I do care very deeply. I'm sorry. I was joking. And Teresa Smith, I would like to say, get well soon. And thank you for being... Hopefully it isn't the curse of people who've had their birthdays on here. And they're all going to become... but they probably will all eventually... Yeah, fuck. When people put the two and two together, they'll all get ill. I hope you get better very soon, Teresa. And I hope that none of the other birthday people end up in hospital as a result of being on here. But let's give Teresa... Don't send in ill people. I'm not... Brings the whole tone down, doesn't it? Makes it it's a happy thing about cocks, not small strokes. Let's do a magic button for Teresa, lovely Teresa Smith, 87 years young. Look. Ah! That gave me a shock. Chris Evans, very behind the times, has just found out that herrings communicate by farting. He sent me the email, like I had not told that once or twice every single day. So he's cleverly put together. I'm trying to impress the TV people that I should be given another chance to get back on the TV. And this is not helping my dignity. This is making me look undignified. I can't do the whole rest. Someone's saying leave this up. I'm not doing the whole rest of the show. It looks like we're going to be fine. No fish are farting at the moment. We can get through the rest of the show. It's all going to be good. Oh no, it stopped. They ruined my joke. There we go. Anyway, happy birthday, Teresa, for next time. And don't ever send in. Don't you dare ruin my birthday, David Smith. Don't you dare ruin my birthday thing. No one sent a birthday in. If you would like your birthday or the birthday of someone you know to be mentioned on this, like people pay like hundreds of pounds on Cameo for stuff like this, and I'm getting it for nothing. Email herring1967@gmail.com. Make a have a picture collage. David Smith didn't even bother that. He just used the photo of me and Teresa at the Taskmaster, didn't he? I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. We've done 58 minutes. We don't need to do anything else. We're not going to have the Looney Bird on. We're not going to have Right Bollock on. No, we're not going to have Sally on. We're not going to do King of the World. How do you feel about that? Well, they'll be very disappointed, Richard. It's just the King of the World coming. I'm the King of the World. I'm the King of the Universe. The universe, the written heart. The fact they cannot make up their mind. No King of the World. I'm the King of the World. Shut up. You're not on it this week. Bring back the fish puppets. The King of the Universe isn't going to come on. Hey, look, if you're enjoying these, as just someone said, why not become a badger? GoFasterStripe.com/badges. We're putting that money towards making more podcasts, and we made a bit of money from the adverts on RHLSPA, and there might be some news soon about something quite exciting we're doing with some of that money. So that's pretty nice. So thank you for your support. Just listening to RHLSPA, not so much this one, but RHLSPA brings in some money. Tell your friends about. Don't tell them about this one, because this is, they're just going to watch this and think they're going to judge it on face value, aren't they? And think I'm crazy, and this isn't a sophisticated parody of celebrity and the fickle nature of fame. They're going to think this is a genuine breakdown rather than a man very cleverly satirising that and lampooning it in a way, I suppose, with a brilliant acting performance. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, you can shut up. Well, you're the one talking to a ventriloquist dummy. Look, mate, you're my best friend, and am I? Well, I don't have many friends anymore. I'm an old man. Most of them have died, and they live in different places. I don't see many. I speak to you probably more than I speak to any of my friends. Probably more than I speak to my wife. Really? Yeah, just by speaking to you for this hour every week. Yeah. And, you're very important to me. I just want to say, it feels like we're family. And looking back, it's so bizarre. It runs in the family. Come on, join in. I don't want to. All the things we said on the backseat of my car with David and Jill. Oh, you chose it to you, yeah. And we were trying to make a polo last as long as possible because we didn't have iPads in those days or seatbelts. And that's how Mum and Dad managed to make us be quiet. What? Like, can you suck a tolo? They said if I could suck a tolo. Do you suck a tolo? Would you like to suck my tolo, Dada? Stop talking to my mum. Sit on it, Dada. I was doing a charming little bit. It's like Peter Kay or something. Looking back, it's so bizarre. I don't like it when you sing. I should be singing. Well, you can sing Our House. Our house, it's not exactly in the middle of the street. I'm talking metaphorically. Taskmaster's been on for 1 minute. Ian Amazon informs me. If you want to watch Taskmaster, this is a good one this week. I would have got, I think, maybe 1 point in the entire show of this week. So I'm glad I didn't do it. Other stories we missed out on. Kenneth Clark saying we're going to close to dictatorship. I was going to do a very serious thing about that. That's it. I think we got everything else in. What's Prince Andrew did that. Schofield did that. But yeah, did that in Russia. So yeah, do remember tomorrow you can buy. And at the weekend you can buy The Problem with Men for 99 pence. head to Amazon or wherever you get your ebooks, and it's worth 99p. That's what I'm gonna. It definitely is worth 99p. I mean, even if you don't read it, it's worth 99p. So please do tell your friends about that. Don't tell your friends about this. Please don't let anyone find out what's going on here. It's got to be it's just our little secret. Just like our little secret thought there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry that many of the characters didn't make it on this week, but what can you do? What can you do? Did somebody say do? Like both do, which is theses, and do, which is had sex. Well done, you got it in the end. Thanks, everyone. See you next week. Go and watch Taskmaster. Bye. And then listen to me on the Taskmaster podcast. Bye. The king of the universe! Die!